my goodness, I am just pumping these videos out like a Pez dispenser. Anyway, what we're doing this evening is, I had an idea. I was brainstorming all day. I've got an engine back at the shop that I repaired the block on, and you guys will see that here in just a second. But the problem I had, why it's not together, is the manifold is cracked, okay? And it's now, it's one thing to be cracked externally, but it's cracked internally. So what that means, number 4 cylinder was sucking in water while it was running. So that caused a misfire plus a wet spark plug with water. Because how those marine manifolds work, I'm pretty sure they're all the same, unless it's like a aftermarket design where it just comes off. Like a lot of the race boats have manifolds or exhausts that come off. Oh, nice turn signal, brother. Just go ahead, come on over. Anyway, so traditionally the marine manifold it's a tank, and on the 3.0s, the 4 cylinders, like what I deal with all the time, and the 2.5s, they're like a tractor. They have the intake and the exhaust on the same side. So to keep it cool, to keep the exhaust cool, there's a tank basically around the intake and exhaust manifold. So what had happened, it had cracked internally, and on that 4th runner on the intake, and was sucking water in. And a new manifold, the cheapest one I could find is $300. Now, I'm not trying to pay $300 for a manifold, okay? I'm trying to keep it budget friendly. Because I forget what I paid for this one now, but I don't know, a couple $100 because it was cracked. Yeah, I think it was 200 bucks because it was cracked. And I'm like, if I could figure out, all of these things are cracked, it seems like. I can't find one good one anymore. I used to find good ones all the time, but now I have to adapt into fixing these blocks, making sure they don't leak water. And that's all they do. They just leak water externally and drip down into the bilge, and then you gotta pump it out. So this is my first trial run with the JB Weld, the steel stick stuff. I clean and prep the area, took a grinding disc and ground out the crack, and then I drilled at each end of the crack into the block to stop the crack from spreading. You're supposed to do that. It's supposed to stop that crack from spreading on throughout the rest of the block. So anyway, I got that fixed up. I didn't get it on video, I apologize. The next one I do, I will take you guys along with me. So, like I said, I'm not paying $300 for a new manifold. I'm not doing it. Plain and simple. I paid 200 bucks for the engine. I'm not paying $300 for the manifold. So I've got another manifold. It's a different style, but it should fit at the storage yard, which is where we're heading right now. I have to change the fuel line because you guys will see the whole thing when I get both manifolds side by side. But the whole thing is, the manifold that's cracked that's on that engine right now, it extends out some, and the fuel line is longer because of that. And yeah, I could cut it and put a piece of rubber hose in there, but it looks hacky. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put this other manifold on. I've got a gasket kit for the carburetor, which was another thing I was waiting on. I bought 5 gasket kits. Actually, they're carburetor rebuild kits. I bought 5 of them for $7 on Amazon. And I don't need a whole kit, I just need the gaskets. And I looked, I could not find just the carburetor gasket. Otherwise I would have bought 10 of those, but we got the whole kit, so that's fine with me. And it's cheap enough where I can put a little bit of money into it, and I have to have it. So yeah, we're gonna head to the storage yard. I'll see you guys back at the shop. It's recording right now. Say hi.
Hi.
We don't talk to Greg. Just kidding. What model did you buy? Why the fuck did you buy a GoPro? Okay. So this may look like confusing. This one is junk. It could probably be repaired. I don't know if you guys will be able to see in here, but See that? I put JB Weld in there because that's where it was leaking, where the crack was. But I decided to go with that one with a little bit of modification. These things are heavier than hell, by the way. Should put them on a scale and see how much they weigh because they're heavy. Greg's interrupting me. Goodbye, Greg. Okay, so basically, look at all the cobwebs in this thing. Now, I wasn't sure if this was going to fit this engine, because I know they change a little bit, but I wasn't exactly sure what they change. But that's the gasket off that head. And if you put this, like right here, see? Wait. Uh-oh. Okay, that's no big deal. They only go on one way. And yes, I'm reusing this. Probably shouldn't, but we have to knock this hole out. This cutout here. See, there's a hole here, but not a hole here. I need a hole here and not there. So that's an easy fix. But everything else lines up fantastic. I may use a drill bit and drill that out because I don't want to ruin this gasket. God forbid I gotta buy another one. Yeah, look, because on this manifold, it had a hole there, but not there. So, it's fine. It should work, right? Clamp, 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 clamp. Clamp, clamp. We don't have any, oh yeah, clamp. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just gotta drill that out. Good thing the bolt made a hole for us, pretty much. Although drilling these out is tricky because the whole thing wants to spin. So you really need to like clamp just right where you're working. And like I said, you gotta be careful drilling this stuff. Just gotta go real slow. See if we can find our middle of that. Close enough. See, nice and slow. Bolt should fit through that perfectly. And it does. May clean up this edge. I wonder if we leave the bolt in there and just trim this up. Just work it around the bolt. Gasket. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, this is ready to go on. And what's nice about these, they weigh literally 50 pounds. So good luck, everybody. Oh my goodness, these people call me all the time. New Jersey. You guys want that number? Go ahead and give them a call. Glasses, safety first. Look at this. Go ahead and call that number. They call me all the time. You want to listen to it? Listen.
Tyler, is this you? Today is Friday, February 2nd. When you...
Don't worry, you have to press 1 when you get through the prompt. And watch what happens. Nothing happens every time. Okay, now that we got this cleaned up, stick our bolt in there, try to just get it close. Fold this back because it gets in the way. Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. Why is it not starting? Why is it not starting? Oh, piss. Damn. Oh, is all this shit in the way? Damn it. I think it's holding. Okay, it's on. For Pete's sake, that's heavy. And I'm out of shape, kind of fat. So you hear a lot of heavy breathing in my videos. Get these ready. Now my plan is, if we have enough room, which we might, oh, plenty of room, get the gasket in there, go ahead and start this one. I think it's started. Delete this. Now remember, this goes like this. Yep. So sneak this down in here, if we can. Well, my plan's not going to work. We are going to have to support this, take this bolt out, let it fall down. We don't know unless you try. Put this hose on to hold it. Damn. Okay. Okay, gasket's in. Just gotta tighten this up. All these have been professionally torqued on my arm. Okay, work on getting this hose on. Not sure what's going on with this thing. plug in it. Good. I'm missing the alternator bracket. But that's no big deal. Just gotta run back over to the storage yard. Okay. We will clean this area up. Oh. Yeah, this. Okay, so we will get, also I don't have I thought I had everything here. I don't have the little horn thing. Boop. But without that, we can get the carburetor on. How's this gasket look? Well, I mean, surface area. Okay, this is the whole reason I ordered this gasket kit. Was because of the carb gasket. $7 gets you the whole rebuild kit. But I just needed this piece right here. This is a weird material. It feels weird. It's fine. Everything's fine. At least there's a gasket. I'm really curious if that fuel line there grab's going to work. Because since that manifold, you see that little bump out there? So the fuel line is made for that little bump out. See the difference? So I picked the fuel line and went to this manifold. And this is the carburetor that came off this engine. So I know the carburetor takes that around. Ran really well. It takes right out of it, and then it's running zone 4 for some strange reason. Sometimes these are gas station bathrooms, carburetors. But somehow they still work. I'm not really sure how. I believe these are 1/2 inch. They 7/16 small oil. 7/16. You're right for that one. The ultras make the tools look pretty. Every direction runs, but you can't get it in there. These things don't have that exhaust horn. Okay, it really stinks I don't have this exhaust horn. So I was trying to fire this up tonight and run water through it, but I may run into an issue. These are the water passages here, and this is the exhaust. It'll be just like blowing out. But we can get that fuel line on and make sure it's gonna line up with that carb. Because like I said, I don't wanna hack this. I don't wanna put a rubber line in here. So 10 millimeter and then a crescent wrench. This engine ran really good too. That's why I'm trying to save it. It's got digital ignition on it. So you don't have to worry about points. It's all digital. This line's bent all nice and fancy. Moment of truth. Yep, that's gonna work. Maybe we can hide it a little better, sneak it down through here. Put the fuel line right next to the coil. Yep, that's gonna work, and it looks okay. It's not hacked, it's straight. Comes through here, looks like it's designed to do that, which it's not made for this engine, but it's going to work. This is what I'm telling you guys. Okay, that's tight. Bring it up just a hair. Wait, it's not rubbing on the valve cover. This looks really good. Coil. Spark plugs, just tight. Yep, these are tight. We're gonna put our spark plugs on. One, two, three, four. Okay, and we'll work on our electric choke. 75 Johnson electric choke. Yeah. We'll get somebody to fix that. And by fix it, I mean me. Okay, we're done with this fuel line. Done with this. Can put this back. Don't have that. We could still make sure it runs just for a second with no water. Not gonna run the, this is a boat tank coming out of one of the boats. Works perfect for this too. Dump some right down the throat. Just a little bit. Ooh, it's gonna be open header. I mean, it's open header anyway, but this is like straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, we're just gonna dump a little down the carb here. Nothing too crazy. Light just came on upstairs. Nobody's here. Okay. All right. Well, it's fine. It'll burn off. See if anybody's looking at me up there. Thought I seen something. Must have been just the cobweb. Okay, we'll run this over to the fuel pump. Okay, we'll crank it. Okay. We have these wires switched around. Very easy to do. Oh, this one seems longer. Maybe it likes that better. Does not like that better. I swear it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 counterclockwise. Could be wrong though. Look it up, I suppose. 1, 2. Wait a minute. How are we looking at this? Are these switched? I think 1 and 2 are switched. Because it goes 1, 2, 3. Which that one's not right. And then 4. So if this is correct, yeah. If this is correct, this thing is all back asswards. Okay, so 3, wait, what? No. I'm saying this is 3. How's this gonna reach 3? Come on now. It's counterclockwise. So it says this is 2, which is no way. This ain't the right fucking form. 2, this is 1. 1, 2, wait. No. 1, wait, what? Saying this is 2. How is this 2? It goes way over there. Front of the engine, distributor. 1, no, 3. What? Look at this. How does this make any sense? Sometimes I hate Google. Wish this image was a little clearer. Counter. Oh no, it's clockwise. Same thing. 1, 3, 4, 2. 1, 3, 4, 2. Oh. These guys are calling me again. Check it out.
Tyler, yeah. Pay attention. Today is Friday, February 2nd.
Watch this. I figured out why I smell a belt. Well, it's not on the crank pulley. It's an easy fix since we don't have bracket on there. Tyler, yow. There. Now it's doing what it should. Maybe it'll spin over easier too. Probably not. Wait for the fuel pump to pick up fuel. Is it picking up any fuel? No. Or is it? I used to have a little can I could dump in it, but I don't know where it's at now. Come on, baby. You sucking up any fuel? They're calling me again. Look at this.
Tyler, is this you? Today is Monday.
Do you guys ever get that many phone calls? Like, it's becoming a problem at this point. Okay, I found some fuel, by the way. It smells like it's still burnable. Fill the bowl up a little bit. That'll teach her a thing or two. Well, I thought it would. Jump pack's dying. We have no oil squirters. Or not oil squirters. Pouring out for my homies. Oh my goodness. It ought to do something now. Oh yeah. Well, we flooded it. So, and the jump pack's dying. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we're gonna see if this thing's gonna run and pump water through it. So, see you guys tomorrow. Welcome back. It's been like 1 second for you guys, but it's been like 2 weeks for me. So, we're back at it. Got the horn. And it has a fantastic gasket on it. I mean, just look at the gasket. That's great. Oh, mud daubers. That'll be nice. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, we gotta clean the mud dauber nest out of there. Little bastards. And I may just have just the tool for that. Mm-hmm. Oh. It was just a larvae. So that'll tighten down just fine. Put this on here like so. Mm-hmm. Where'd the bolts go now? I just had them here. And we're also going to put the bracket on that alternator. I just reminded myself when I'm looking at it. That manifold can be scrapped. This fuel line can be scrapped. Just scrap it all. It'll be a miracle if this thing seals. I don't like how hard this bolt's going in. It's probably all the larvae in there. The thread's messed up. Not really. You see how far it's supposed to go down. Might have to run a chaser through it. What's wrong with those threads? Oh yeah, just clearing the threads right out. That's so much for them snapping the bolt off and then trying to get the stud out and then can't find a bolt, and then we run it with one bolt and then it leaks all over the place. And I mean, it's going to leak regardless, I'm sure. It doesn't line up the greatest, but I swear this is the horn that came off this manifold, but I guess I've been mistaken. See if it's going to run first of all, and then we'll hook water to it. Oops. We'll go ahead and set this on the ground so it doesn't have far to fall when it falls over. Jump pack's got to be on. Almost seems like these are still off. How could that be? I swear. This will trip up the smartest person. Because you can't trust the forms, and then... Are you happier there? It is happier there. You see that? It said it was like 15 volts. Cool. But it's running. They say we add some water to it, and I think it's pulling fuel finally. I don't know what's going on with that alternator. Water's on, fire it up. I left the dang plug out of it. Okay, well now we made an absolute fucking mess. So this engine is good to go. What I am going to do is go get the other horn and obviously fix that. And that plug on the bottom of the manifold, I don't know what is up with it, but something ain't right. But I'll look into that before I go to, obviously, he's going to come pick it up. So I'll look into all that before, obviously, he comes out to buy it. Wow, for Pete's sakes. This is what I mean. It doesn't matter how tight you put these on or how loose, they're tight. Anybody else have that issue? Look how tight that is. Is it going the wrong way? Such a rookie. I was. I don't understand how these are so freaking tight. I just put it on hand tight. There we go. Pete's sake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I didn't show the actual repair, but I got one more that we can do the exact same thing to, and it looks like it did not leak whatsoever. You can barely even see the repair that I did. I smoothed it down, you know, right there in this area here. And there's another patch job up there. But it's a runner. And it had no misfire. Huge plus. Let's check the oil. Smells like bird oil. These have a distinct smell to them. It's so weird. Yeah, and we're good. Not milky. This has electronic ignition on it, so that's really nice. Go throw this stuff back in my truck. Put this back on the charger for our next victim. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize I didn't show you how I fixed it, but I promise you on the next video, mercruiser video, I'm going to show you how I fixed it. And a lot of people get bent out of shape when their blocks crack. As long as it's not mixing water and oil, if I can just smear some JB Weld on it. Now, that's not all I did. I mean, I did do that. You got to really prep the block. You got to grind the crack out, drill both ends of the crack so it can't spread, and then really just smush that JB Weld in there on a clean surface, bare metal. I even lacquer thinnered it down 3 times, let it dry, and then smeared that JB Weld in there. And that's pretty much the only way you'll get that stuff to stick. You can't just plop it on there and, I mean, it'll probably hold, but come on. This is for a customer. So I'm going to fix that drain plug on the bottom of the manifold, and I'm going to get the right horn for it, you know, that little U piece. And then, yeah, I'll call them up, tell them to come get it. So, all right. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. 95% of my viewers are not subscribed. Do me a favor. Do you a favor. And hit that subscribe button, okay? Doesn't cost you anything. You hear the YouTubers say it all the time, but it really doesn't. It doesn't cost you a dime, and it honestly helps me out, honestly. And we can keep making videos and move on to bigger and better things with my limited knowledge on, well, life. So, all right. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one.